Okay, let's kind of break this down. Get ready, because the U.S. is gearing up for uh, a really big global football event, sort of a preview for something even bigger down the line.
Right, and today we're diving into the venues, the host cities for the FIFA Club World Cup 2025.
Exactly. We've got to out where all the matches are happening.
And our mission really is just to pull out the key stuff from that source. What are these places? Why do they matter? Give you the big picture.
Yeah, give you a clear map of this thing across the country.
So first things first, the overview. It confirms the dates. June 14th to July 13th, 2025.
So nearly a full month. That's a lot of football.
It is top-tier club football, and it's spread out 12 stadiums, 11 different U.S. cities.
Wow, 12 stadiums. That's genuinely nationwide then, coast to coast.
Pretty much, yeah. Think about the logistics of that.
No kidding. So which stadiums are we talking about? The article lists them.
It does. Some big names. You've got Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Bank of America in Charlotte, TQL Stadium in Cincy.
Cincinnati, right. And the Rose Bowl out in L.A., that's iconic.
Definitely. Then down south, you've got Hard Rock in Miami, Geodis Park in Nashville.
Okay. And heading up the East Coast.
Uh-huh. Which brings us to a really key one the source points out. MetLife Stadium, New Jersey.
Ah, okay. Why is that one highlighted?
Well, he specifically notes MetLife is hosting the final, July 13th, 2025.
The final. Okay, that's a big deal for the tournament.
Huge marker. And the list keeps going. Lincoln Financial Field in Philly,
Philly, got it.
Levi's Stadium, San Francisco way, Lumen Field up in Seattle,
Seattle, okay.
and FedEx Field near D.C. rounds out the 12.
12 venues, 11 cities. That's quite the footprint.
It really is. Now, connecting this to the bigger picture, this is where that strategic angle the source mentions comes in.
Okay.
One of the most interesting takeaways from the article is how many of these Club World Cup venues overlap with the next World Cup, 2026.
Oh, right. The big one co-hosted with Canada and Mexico. So how many overlap did the article say?
Yeah, it points out 5 specific stadiums on the list for both.
5 of the 12. Which ones?
Okay, so it's Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta, Hard Rock in Miami, MetLife, where the final is,
MetLife, right.
Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and Lumen Field in Seattle.
Huh. That feels very intentional. Using the same spots.
Exactly. Does the source give a reason why? Why pick these specific ones with 2026 in mind?
It really frames it as leveraging, established world-class infrastructure. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Use these stadiums a year before the World Cup. It's like a massive test run.
A test run for operations, logistics, maybe even getting fans and teams used to the places that'll be key in 2026.
And it pushes that whole legacy use idea.
So it's not just putting on a tournament, it's a proving ground. A chance to iron out kinks at the very spots that are going to be under this huge global microscope again really soon.
And having the final at MetLife, one of those 5, that's kind of the climax for this tournament, but also a major preview for its World Cup role.
Right. It serves double duty in a big way.
So summing up the key points, you've got this nationwide reach, the month-long schedule, MetLife for the final.
And crucially, that strategic overlap. 5 stadiums prepping for 2026.
Yeah. Understanding that venue strategy, it really gives you a concrete feel for the scale of what's coming to the U.S. football-wise, and how long-term planning is clearly baked in.
It definitely is. It makes you think, though.
Yeah.
Building on that, strategic selection and legacy, what actually makes those 5 specific stadiums, Atlanta, Miami, MetLife, Philly, Seattle, what makes them world-class enough for FIFA to use them for both huge tournaments?
Like what specific qualities make them stand out for that double duty beyond just being big?
Exactly. What sets them apart? It's definitely something to chew on as these massive events get closer.